You should not be doing 80% of the work that you're currently doing in your business. 80% or more. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. You, me, Bill Gates, Donald Trump, we all have the same 24 hours. The difference between the successful entrepreneurs, the one who really make it, the one who end up changing the world and realizing their dreams, and the ones who don't quite make it, don't quite get there, is how you spend your time, how you spend those 24 hours. So today I'm going to share with you 5 insanely productive habits of successful entrepreneurs. Number 1 is eliminate. You need to eliminate a whole bunch of the stuff that's on your plate right now. Not give it to somebody else, not hand it off to some technology. Eliminate it, gone, because it's not adding value to your business. And so many entrepreneurs, you're so in your business, running on that wheel, that it's hard to take a step back and look and see, is this really actually adding value? And this may be a great exercise for you to do on your vacation. The next time you take a vacation, you come back and you think, wow, some of this work that I'm doing just isn't working. It's not helping. I want to challenge you for a second, okay? I want you to step back and say, yeah, I've heard this before, and I really want you to focus, okay? Stay with me for a couple minutes. Focus here, because you right now think that all the work that you're doing is high value. It has to get done. This has to get done in my business. Where you really need to change that mindset. Because if you have this big goal, right, whatever goal you have for your company, for yourself personally, how are you making progress towards that goal right now? Are you happy? You say, yeah, I'm hitting all my marks, the momentum's out of control, this is really awesome. If you're there, then don't change anything. But if you're not, then a lot of the work that you're doing is not working. It's not working what you're doing right now, so you need to change. And a lot of that is eliminating. I'll give you a quick example. Okay, I run mastermind groups. We get together once a month, entrepreneurs come together, and I used to take notes of what everybody said they were going to do and what we discussed in the meeting, and I would share those notes afterwards, right? It's common business practice at board meetings and business events that you take notes and you share the minutes after. And it took a lot of work to write the notes, but also to compile it and to try to read what my handwriting was and then send it off to everybody. And then one month I was just too busy. I was too busy. I had a huge thing due the next day, and then I didn't send out the notes, and I forgot about it. And then I realized, oh, I didn't send the notes. And nobody cared. Nobody cared. Nobody wrote to me to say, hey, Evan, where are the notes? And I stopped doing it from then on, and nobody asked me about them. And here I was thinking I was adding this high value thing to them, right? Provide lots of value to your customers, give them a great experience, go over deliver like crazy. I thought I was really helping them out, and they didn't care. And I was doing it every single month, multiple times a month, because I had multiple groups. And I stopped, and it gave me time to work on better things for my company. So I need you to really evaluate every single task you're doing, and is this working or not? Because if it's not, then you have to have the courage to cut it out. So number 1 is eliminate. Number 2 is automate. Now that you've eliminated all the stuff that doesn't need to get done, there's still a lot of stuff that has to get done. But it doesn't all need to be done by a person, and it definitely doesn't all need to be done by you. You need to look at ways to automate your processes, okay? Look at software, look at tools, look at technology to take things that you do repeatedly and make it more automatic. If I have to do something more than 2 times, I look for a way to automate it. I brought a programmer on in staff to basically handle a lot of the things that I need to get done in my business that I don't want to do anymore. That it frustrates me to have to do this repeatedly, and I know can be solved through technology. And so you may have the knowledge to do that, or you may need to research, or you may need to find somebody to help you with that. But a lot of the tasks that you're doing and that your team are doing could totally be automated and taken off your plate. And hey, it's great because you have more time for yourself, but also there's less mistakes that are made, and the computer doesn't take vacation or sick days or personal time off, and you make sure that everything gets done properly for your business. So first eliminate, and then look at what's left and see how you can automate a lot of the remaining tasks away. Number 3 is delegate, and this is a huge problem for a lot of entrepreneurs. You have to give up control, guys. You have to give up. You cannot do this all yourself. You have to bring the right people on, yes, but you have to be willing to give up control, hire people who are better than you at those specific tasks that you're hiring them for, and let them do their job. What do you add that's the highest value to your business. When you are walking to your office, okay, even if it's a home office, you're walking from the bedroom to your home office, wherever it is, you need to ask yourself this question: what's the highest value that I can bring to my business today? What is the highest value I can bring to my business today? And then go do that. And not all the other stuff. That stuff needs to be delegated away. So we've eliminated all the stuff that's not adding value. We've automated as much as possible, but there's still some remaining tasks that need to get done and need to get done by a person, but it doesn't mean it has to be you. You need to give up those tasks to people who love doing that stuff, are way better than you, and you can focus on adding more value to your business. The challenge for a lot of entrepreneurs is, I said at the start, you shouldn't be doing 80% plus of the work you're currently doing, because that 20%, that's the gold. That's what's really gonna help you build something big. That's what's really gonna catapult your company forward. And you're spending only 20% of your time on it. Now imagine if you were spending 100% of your time on the high value add, where you can add the most impact to your business. That's where you need to be spending your time. And the first person you bring on, you may be saying, well, I don't have the budget. I can't hire somebody. I'm not making any money. It doesn't have to be a full-time person. The first person I hired in my business was for 1 hour a day. And forget what I paid him, 12, 15 bucks an hour for 1 hour a day, because that's all I could afford. But that 1 hour gave me more than 1 hour a day to go and do my stuff, because he was better at it than I was. And it freed up my time. And it gives you practice in hiring people and in managing people on a small scale before you ramp up and grow. So you have, guys, you have to delegate things away. Don't be in complete control all the time, and realize that you need to build a team to be able to get your movement to happen. Number 4 is chunk. This is a super important rule that most people do not take advantage of. It's a hidden secret of my productivity success, okay? Anything that you do multiple times per day, do once per day. That's things like check email, okay? Once per day. Because when you are jumping between task to task to task to task, and you're working on something really important, and somebody emails you or calls you and you get interrupted, you are set back. And you try to get back into that task, and it's over. It takes you another 40 minutes just to get back into that task, and good luck not getting another email within those 40 minutes. So you're constantly just putting out fires and being responsive mode, instead of proactively taking control over your time and saying, this is a chunk that I am spending working on my business. I prefer 90-minute chunks at a time with 15-minute breaks in between. I find that 90 minutes is a great time to stay focused. Your brain doesn't get tired, you have a lot of energy, and then you have 15 minutes to break in between your main chunks. Okay, so 90-minute chunks, 15-minute breaks. Anything that you're doing multiple times per day, you're doing once per day. Anything you're doing multiple times per week, you're doing once per week. Anything you're doing multiple times per month, you're doing once per month. So, I do these videos on a Wednesday. And instead of me just set up time, right, and setting up my tripod and microphone, I have to think about what I'm gonna say. I have to get in the zone. I may have to do a sample video just to get the energy going, right? But once I'm in the zone, I get in the flow, and I'm creating awesome videos every time. And so it's great to have all that in the chunk, and not do one video today, and then one video the next day, and one video the next day, because it breaks up the flow. I gotta get all dressed up for you guys, I gotta shave, gotta put on a shirt. But that applies to everything in your business. So, for me, Monday is my admin tasks day, okay? So it's my in the business stuff. So if I am, reviewing documents that my team may have sent me, or looking at a pitch that a big brand wants to work with me on, or forming partnerships and alliances, it's kind of the in the business stuff that's still very high level. I do all of that on Monday. And it sets me up for the week. And I get all of my tasks done for the week on Monday. But you know what? Maybe I don't shave, or maybe I'm, wearing shorts or whatever. Like, it doesn't matter, because I'm not meeting anybody that day. I'm all in the zone, focus on one thing, introvert mode, get in, get tasks done. Tuesday, now I'm doing my book. So Tuesday, I'm in book writing mode. And again, maybe I don't shave, maybe I go to Starbucks, whatever. I'm in the zone, and I can focus the whole time on the book, because there's nothing worse than when you're writing the book to be interrupted, to have to deal with a crisis, and then try to jump back into your book and you totally forgot where you were. It takes me often an hour just to get into my book of where I was from the last time I looked at it. So that's a huge time investment, and you don't want to do that to then only have half an hour of writing. right? You want to be able to have a huge chunk of the day. So the whole day is writing. Wednesday I do video. I talked about it. And again, I get set up. So now I shave. I have my shower, I shave, I'm in the zone, I'm thinking what I'm gonna say in the shower. You know, now I'm more my extroverted personality, ready to answer questions, ready to inspire people. And I have my whole day of doing video. Thursday is my public facing day. So Thursday, I'm out doing meetings, I'm doing my radio show, I'm doing interviews, I'm speaking at conferences. You know, Thursday is that public facing day. And again, you know, having my shower, shave, ready to go, extroverted day, get those partnerships working. And it sets you up because it's hard to switch. It's hard to switch between introverted, writing that book deep in thought, to then extrovert, video, ready to go. I find it challenging. And if you're just constantly jumping from one to the other, to the other, to the other, nothing's going to be great. It's all going to be okay, mediocre. It's not going to be your best work. So you have to give yourself the space and the time to focus. Chunk your time. And number 5 is no phones. I hate interruptions. I hate unscheduled phone calls. I hate unscheduled meetings. So no phones isn't, hey, no phones at all in the business. But when there are phone calls, when there are meetings, first of all, for me, it's always on a Thursday. That helps save a lot of my time. But second of all, I'm calling you. I'm going to be on time. It's scheduled in our calendars jointly. Or if we're doing a meeting, usually you're coming to me. I have them all back to back to back to back to back. And you need to be on the phone, you need to have meetings as part of your business for most people. But it's the unscheduled ones that are killer. It's you're in the middle of working on this big project or this big idea to revolutionize your company, and then somebody calls you and interrupts your flow. Right? And again, phone calls might be important for your business, and if they are, that's great, but it doesn't have to be you answering them. Right? You can eliminate most of them, you can automate them with voicemail, and you can delegate them to somebody else on your team if it's really important. Guys, your time is important. You have to free it up to focus on the high value stuff. You should not be doing at least 80% of the work that you are doing. If you want to have big success, if you want to change the world, if you want to spark your movement and influence a ton of people and sell a ton of products and services, then it's going to come from you spending your time on what you are best in the world at. And if you're spending too much of your time doing all that other stuff, how can you expect great results? It's not going to happen. You'll be mediocre at best. So in summary, the 5 insanely productive habits of successful entrepreneurs. Number 1, eliminate. Number 2, automate. Number 3, delegate. Number 4, chunk. Number 5, no phones. And believe. For those of you watching, like the video, you can subscribe to the channel and see more videos just like this. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. If you want more Believe energy running through your veins, sign up for the newsletter below. It's free. You're going to love it.
Hi, I'm Jason J. Raz Fonseca of RazOnline.com, and I want to say Evan Carmichael's newsletter is consistent, fun, inspiring, and it's the only newsletter I prioritize and look forward to, period.